Hey everybody, welcome to Lesser Saints Discord, your one and only pre-show to the Late Night Saints. And guess what's happening again? Those fuckers over at Poisoning the Well are streaming at the same time as us. I thought we fixed this issue with the scheduling problem, but apparently not. They don't respect my authority. It's fucking assholes. Fucking douchebags with their fucking rings and their bracelets. Stupid Nazi haircut and fucking hat.
That's why we're running late. It's not, but that's what we're gonna claim.
Well, no, I spent some time throwing some DMs their way.
I just want to take a moment to thank Mickey Ficky, who subscribed at Tier 1. They've subscribed for 2 months. And she says, and many more. Thank you, Mickey. You're the real MVP. Larry's all right.
Appreciate that. I love Larry.
Yeah,
Larry's awesome.
So yeah.
So now that frustration's out of the way.
I don't see anything that we've got Discord news for, honestly.
Yeah, me neither. It's been pretty slow the last couple days in there.
Yeah. But to be fair, a lot of people are with their families, and we pray for a safe return. Well, we would if we prayed.
I'm praying for shit. We just wish everybody be safe. Don't be sorry. Anyways, let's talk about dead bodies.
Dead bodies! Alright, I'll do the transition bullshit, and yeah, we'll deal with that fucking stuff, and huff puff anger. Very suspicious!
Better eat those spicy nuts, you fucking fuck.
What?
I hope you die from those nuts.
What?
Oh, they're eating death nuts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very suspicious. Investigation underway after Thule police found body in freezer during welfare check at retirement community. At a retirement community.
That's gonna be you in 2 months, you fuck.
I didn't even read this thing fully. So apparently, it sounds like some old person fucking died, and they just said, "Fuck it, let's shove the body in the freezer. We'll serve it for lunch one day."
Or maybe
I'm exaggerating, of course, but fuck! What the fuck?
Or maybe it's like, what was that story that happened like a year or two or more ago? I don't remember. But there was this hotel party, and like one of the girls at the party got fucking shit-faced, and they left her alone. And they were all going to go somewhere, but they had to go back up to the room to get something, and they left her alone in the lobby. And she drunkenly wandered around until she locked herself in the freezer and froze to death.
that was an episode of CSI Las Vegas.
It also actually happened. So
anyway.
So yeah, maybe it was like an old ass dude that was like, "This isn't where I left my money."
So instead of drunk or drugs, instead of alcohol, instead of drink or drugs, he's just like, "I've got dementia. I've got Alzheimer's. I don't know where I am."
Oh, it's the door to Antarctica.
Utah recently legalized medical marijuana, so maybe he was trying to hotbox the freezer.
I just like that the fucking.
It's the cold infusion, man.
I just like that the headline is very suspicious. Like there's nothing. Like you find the body. Like, I'm not saying someone reports a murder that just happened. Like, that's not suspicious. That's like, okay, a murder happened. Anytime you find a body, no matter what the context is, that's suspicious.
All right. An investigation is underway after police made a shocking discovery while performing a welfare check Friday. Tool City Police said they received a call from a maintenance worker at the Remington Park Retirement Apartments around 11 a.m. Friday, requesting a welfare check for a 75-year-old resident whom he had not seen in 2 weeks. "We had a history of checking on this female, making sure she was fine," said TCPD Sergeant Jeremy Hansen. as he recalled a separate welfare check having been conducted on just a few weeks prior. Upon arrival, police said the case quickly turned into something crazy. I've been here 13 years, and this is one of the strangest cases. We've never had anything like this, Hansen said. Police said when officers arrived at the unit off 495 West Utah Avenue, the maintenance worker let them into the woman's apartment. They found the tenant, 75-year-old Jenny Soron Mathers, dead on her bed with no apparent trauma. The officers, thinking, okay, we just need to investigate the death, nothing super suspicious, calls the detective because that's our protocol. Hansen explained. Okay. So there's a dead body on the bed, and they're like, okay, whatever. She's old. She probably died of natural causes, but we still gotta check it out. Get the deputy over here so we can get the fuck out of here. According to the police, the detectives started the investigation trying to determine how long Mathers had been deceased. We can look at like food in the fridge, freezers, anything that gives us some sort of a timeline as to when the person actually died, Hansen said. Then, police found the last thing they were expecting, a second body. The detective sees a deep freezer in the utility room. He opens it up and immediately finds an unidentified, deceased adult male in the freezer. Hansen said. The body, which was fully intact, is believed to have been in the freezer for 1.5 to 11 years.
Oh, wait, what?
The
plot just thickened.
It's been in the freezer for 1.5 to 11 years. What?
Wait, didn't they say that someone saw them a few weeks ago, though?
No, this is a completely different person.
Oh, I wasn't listening
because you're useless. Police said.
I guess I just won't show up anymore.
Police said Mathers had lived in the unit since December 2007. To try and narrow down the time frame, police began questioning surrounding neighbors. When asked the last time they saw a man in the woman's apartment, they received a wide range of answers. That's why our time frame is so large, Hansen explained. The police said Mathers was married, and there was a male's name alongside hers on the lease. However, the man's identity has yet to be confirmed. The biggest piece of the puzzle right now is we need him identified, Hansen said. Both bodies were taken to the office of the medical examiner for autopsy. Investigators are also waiting to receive the toxicology results from Mathers, which could take weeks. Due to the Thanksgiving holiday, the autopsy on the man's body will take place at the end of the week. Police believe foul play was involved and said the case is highly suspicious. Really?
Nah. Sounds like everything's on the up and up to me.
We showed up and found a dead man in a freezer when we were investigating another dead body.
These things happen, Rimshee.
Notice how they didn't specify it was an old dead man or a young dead man.
Like, I'm having a hard time, so, because again, I wasn't listening, because when Rimshee talks, I just tune everything out.
That's just because you're a bitch.
No argument. So, they were doing a welfare check on this old lady, and they found an old dude in the freezer, or they found a body in a freezer. Like a different body that wasn't that guy or lady.
Like, I don't even know what to say about this. This is just crazy enough. I'm sitting here like, I don't know.
I'm gonna follow this story as more information comes out.
I'm not, because I don't care.
I care because I'm really curious. This
You're-
went from a story about one body to a story about two bodies, and like people are giving mixed answers about the last time they saw somebody there, and like they're
Well, they're obviously all culpable, and this,
well, they all got
just
together,
talking to a bunch of
killed.
drunks.
They got together, killed the local homeless man, hid him in her freezer, and didn't tell her about it. But and the
maybe.
fact that she never went into that freezer just made it so that their crime went unnoticed for at least a year and a half.
Hmm.
And Larry, it's not that I like cold case. Oh wait, never mind. I get it now.
Yeah.
I had to say it out loud to get it. You're right.
I'm like not into the like quote unquote like true crime fandom. I enjoy watching what's the word I'm looking for? Like criminal psychology stuff. Like it kind of made me mad. Okay, I'm gonna kind of go off topic a little bit here. Um, I really like Randomer Cam. I love Mike. I
Mm-hmm.
love him, but he went after my boy Jim Can't Swim, and that upset me. Um, I agreed with some of the stuff that Mike was saying, but like Jim Can't Swim, by the way. If you have even a passing interest in like criminal psychology and like the way that police interrogations go, he basically breaks down police interrogation footage that's been like publicly posted that you can watch. So you'll get to see like like a rapist or like a murderer or like a serial killer try to either lie their way out of a situation, justify what they did, or whatever, and like he'll break it down like play by play, and it's fascinating the way that the human mind works when you're in that, like seeing the way that people act when they're fresh off the kill and they get caught and then they get brought in for questioning, or when it's been months and months or even years and they for the longest time they feel like they've gotten away with it, so then they get pulled in and suddenly they're trying to remember their old alibis and you can see the gears turning in their head. And it's like, oh, if I can see it as a casual observer, the cop knows. Um, so yeah, like it's good stuff. I'm another channel I suggest as well. If you are like me and you're a Gen 1 millennial and you remember growing up in the 90s and watching like the like like unsolved mysteries or other shows like
Mm.
that, there's a channel called Rob Gavigan. He's exactly like one of those old like Jonathan Frakes or the guy from Unsolved Mysteries or whatever. He's he's just like those shows. It's got the same vibe and everything.
What was Jonathan Frank's show? Was that Facts or Fiction or Myth
Uh,
or?
yeah, he had the Ripley's Believe It or Not show, and
Mm.
I think he also had like a true crime, like murder kind of show as well. I'm trying
Well,
to remember.
no,
Yeah,
it's like
well,
Urban Myth.
yeah,
Most
it
Wasn't
was
people
he
know
Urban
him.
He
Myths
played
where
number
it
one
was
on
like,
TNG.
Yeah, he was Riker or something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He played. He didn't do Ripley's Believe It or Not. 'Cause I used to watch that shit all the time.
yeah, it was like
But
he'd
he did
do
do.
3 different stories, and one
He,
of them would be so full of shit.
Mm.
yeah, he would go over like urban myths, and he'd essentially play two truths and a lie.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It was pretty good.
But
Yeah.
yeah, if you like that old shit from like the '90s, Rob Gavigan set up his YouTube channel exactly like that. He does like the presenter thing, and he's got the like spooky narration. Um, you know, like he's got the vibe down perfect. And Jim Can't Swim. He keeps getting his shit yeeted off of YouTube because they talk about rape and murder and stuff like that. Um, and but he's got a Patreon set up. I'm shilling for him because it's only $1. He's only got one tier. Well, he's got two tiers. He's got the $1 tier that gives you everything, or there's an open tier where you're like, I like what you can do, or you know, like I like the stuff you do. Here's a bunch of extra money. So he's got an open tier and a $1 tier, and he'll give you like he posts links to like Vimeo and shit for his other videos. It's $1 a month, and you get an insane library going back like 2 years of all of his videos are like over an hour long, and they usually cover just one case or like 2 or 3 cases that are pretty much the same.
Nice.
But yeah, that's enough of me going on that.
That's why I'm getting into like Legal Eagle now. That's a fun one. Legal Eagle does a lot of going over like stuff that's going on YouTube, or he'll go over movies and TV shows where there's a court scene and how things would actually go.
Yeah.
Shit like that. But send me a link to that police interrogation one that you were talking about, because I'm curious about that.
Yeah, I have interest in that. I want to be able to pass the lie detector test of the cop.
I will give you Rob's channel, Jim Can't Swim's channel, and Jim's Patreon, because 90% of his channel got yeeted. So you need to go to the Patreon. It's a fucking buck though. Come on, who doesn't have $1 a month?
Sometimes I don't have $1 a month. It happens.
Yeah, well, yeah, same here.
I don't have $1 this month.
Yeah. Another thing to mention, which was another thing that made me mad at Mike when he did his video ripping apart Jim did an incel video recently. It was one of his latest videos, and Mike came at it from the MRA angle, and I think Mike took it personally. Like, Jim was talking specifically about these specific incel killers. They were killers who proclaimed themselves to be incels. And Mike was mad that Jim was putting them into the stereotype of incels. When they, like, I feel like he didn't watch the whole video, because they themselves say, I'm on the forums, we talk about, like, they themselves were professing to be the stereotype. And yeah, I could make a whole video like why Mike completely missed the message of that video, but yeah.
I don't like anybody grouping up the incels as a collective. Because it's really annoying.
Yeah.
And the most annoying thing whenever people talk about incels, well, that's why we should have prostitution be legal, and then they can just pay for sex. And for a lot of the incels, that's not what it is. They really just want to find love. It's not just about fucking.
Yeah, there's Jim's
they want somebody to want them, and it's really rough on them psychologically.
Yeah.
They're just losers who need to start playing guitars underneath blankets.
Yeah.
It's a bass, thank you very much, and that's Davey504. He's a legend.
Yeah. It's always a bass. Basses are deeper.
They're also bigger.
Brave the not safe for work section in the Saints Discord to find out what we're talking about.
And here is Rob's channel. Some people might know Rob. His channel used to be called Rob Dyke, but much like with Justin Wang, only Wang was able to keep his name. YouTube insisted that Rob's last name was a slur, and they would not let him keep it. So he legally changed his name to his mother's maiden name, Gavigan, to keep his channel up.
Ooh.
Yeah, YouTube sucks.
YouTube's full of shit.
Wang was only allowed to keep his name Wang because there's the H for one.
Yeah.
And for two, he's Asian.
Yeah, it'd be a little bit racist if they were like, no, you have to change your name. It's like, this is one of the most common Asian names ever. Are you fucking kidding me?
Free Hong Kong.
Well, he was. I heard Justin Wang like talking on a podcast about how he never got shit in school because Wang wasn't really used in that sort of way around where he was. It wasn't until he got on the internet that people started bringing it up.
Yep. What was it? talking about like inappropriate names. One of my favorite like stand-up bits about names was when Donald Glover was talking about how he never put together until he got his first electric bill that his name is Dong Glover.
Yeah, that's a good bit.
Yeah, because when he signed up or when he got the power turned on in his place, he put his first name as Don, not Donald. So when he got his first bill, he realized it's Dong Lover with a tiny space in the middle. He's like, oh no.
Yeah, that's why he specifically goes by Donald. For
and everyone
everything,
thinks
because he's like, I'm not gonna put Don Glover up on a marquee.
Yep. And everyone thinks he's Danny Glover's kid.
Yep.
If I was him, I totally would, just for the fun.
He's played around with the idea, but part of doing like comedy and shit like that is name recognition, so you can't really change things.
Yeah.
That's why Stephen Brody Stevens never got big. Because when he was reaching like a really good peak in his career, he just changed his name randomly and nobody knew who the fuck he was anymore because he lost all that name recognition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
R.I.P. Stevie.
Yeah. He should do like Donald Glover. The Donald Glover special, Dong Glover.
Mm-hmm.
Just make it a special title.
Yeah, Brody was fucking nuts. And
yeah. Oh yeah.
I
sorry.
still don't like talking about Brody though. Still makes me sad.
I was gonna mention something else about Mike's video. Something that you guys should know going in: the narrator is not Jim. Jim writes the episodes, and then he contracts this other YouTuber to narrate it. So
that's good.
Yeah,
that's cool. I can't really argue with that.
Fuck YouTube.
Yeah. Well, especially now, like all the shit I've been seeing coming out, I am so ever since we switched to Twitch. Like,
I'm happy we made that move.
All sorts of shit happening on YouTube, and I'm like,
can we take a quick minute?
Fucking glad.
Yeah.
Praise
Can we
Bezos.
take a quick minute to touch on ourselves? Papa for a second.
Like naked during every show. Oh.
So I like my number one hobby is radio control cars. And radio control cars, no matter how expensive they are, they're still toys. And even if they were even if the high end ones that I play with are reclassified as like hobby grade entertainment devices or whatever, kids are still going to be interested in them. So all of my favorite YouTubers might get yeeted off the platform. Whether because they're going to get sued off the platform or fined off the platform, or they're afraid of getting fined. 3 of my favorite RC YouTubers have already quit the fucking platform because they're terrified of getting the hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines.
Isn't it funny when a platform decides to kill itself?
And it also pisses me off because going into next year, my friends and I, we have an RC club that we started here locally called the Fainting Goats RC Club. And we were going to start a YouTube channel and start chronicling all of our events we go to and our like projects we're working on. We're going to do like how to upgrade your transmission, how to change parts on your RC car, blah, 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 whatever. You know, like buying guides and things like that to help people get into the hobby. And now it's like, I guess never fucking mind.
Well, no, Larry. So there is a way that it can be enforced, and that's because it's the government getting involved.
Yeah, this isn't YouTube. This is the FCC.
It's a way for the government to get money.
Yeah, and it also doesn't matter if you're not in America. If your channels are on, if your content is hosted on YouTube, that's an American company, and you can be fined through that.
Actually, it's worse than that because if you're in any country and it doesn't matter which country. You could be in the U.S. and you're violating Pakistani law. Well, I guess you're violating Pakistani law, and therefore we have to suspend it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also, well, there's also under the same issue is like anybody that does any sort of animation. The way that they worded it, if you do any sort of animation, period, it follows into the category of content directed at kids.
So post hentai.
Well, so Dark Matter 2525, he got a letter saying that essentially because he does animations, he has to make it as yes, these are targeted for kids. He has to check that box.
Yeah.
On future videos, at least. And if he ends up being sued by the government for his contact, Dark Matter 2525, by the way, for anybody that doesn't know, atheist YouTuber, makes these nice little animated skits, just talking about religion and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
and
my avatar,
all that jazz.
Yeah.
Apparently, his entire channel library is worth over like $2 million to the U.S. government.
Yep. Yeah, my avatar is from a independently produced animation project to produce a fully crowdfunded and creator-driven cartoon pilot. It's a very adult cartoon called Has Been Hotel. And it literally launched and blew the fuck up like a week and a half ago, and immediately after, animation is fucked on YouTube. And their group just this week put out another pilot for another independent show called Hell of a Boss, which is again another not safe for kids show. But because it's a cartoon, these two projects were created because people are lamenting both the death of traditional animation, or not the death, but like the death throes. We're in them right now because like no big studio wants to make hand-drawn animation anymore. And it's an art form that should not only be curated but continued. It's more than just, oh, it's outdated tech. It's an aesthetic. It's a style. You know, oil painting is an outdated tech. We're not going to stop oil painting, you know, because it's art. You know, it's not something that's obsolete and should be forgotten. But the thing is, the other side of projects like Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss is a middle finger to the man in the animation industry, because for the longest time, for like 4 decades now, if you wanted to get an animation project done, you had to create a broad generic project that's going to appeal to a lot of people, shop it around, and then have it picked apart and like focus tested, and then narrowed down into this unrelatable piece of shit that you don't even care about anymore, just to get it on the air for maybe even half a season. This was to show independent creators, because like if it's one thing that I love about the internet over the last decade is the amount of like animators and stuff that are coming out. Like it used to be that you couldn't get into animation unless you went to college for like 15 years and knew the right people and had millions of dollars and investors and shit. Now you can crowdsource money and form a team of people who actually care about your project and create the project that you guys want to create together without the middleman of a big studio. And Kappa is shooting that right in the dick. So,
and I just want to address Larry real quick. It's not whether or not YouTube is forcing it. It's that the government's coming after people.
Yeah, YouTube literally made a video where they're like, we don't even understand ourselves, so lawyer up. They literally said that in a video.
These are the things
it's not us.
We have to put in place. This is what it said.
Yeah. We did what they told us to do. The rest is between you and the FTC.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of garbage. I can't wait for our channel to get yeeted.
It'll get yeeted.
Fuck it. I don't really care.
Yeah, I mean, all it is at this point is
That's
a.
just to curate the streams, right? We can do that somewhere else if people really want to catch them.
Yeah.
Oh, we already do. Everything that gets uploaded to our YouTube channel is already automatically mirrored on BitChute. We're set.
Okay.
Go to BitChute. Start watching videos there. Say fuck you, YouTube.
BitChute seems to be a pretty decent platform.
Yeah,
I don't like that they don't really have an app, and I don't like that they don't allow like offline shit.
Yeah. I do have one more
too many perks to YouTube to get me to fully switch.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same spot.
I do have one more thing that I want to talk about Kappa, and that's that I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter, like when Vivian Madrano, who was the head of Has Been Hotel, has been complaining rightly about how this is going to hurt after all the hard work that her team put into these two pilots, that the timing couldn't have been shittier, and people are telling her, well, don't be mad at YouTube, be mad at the FTC. No, fuck YouTube, because COPPA's been a thing for 11 years, or not 11 years, more than that. It's been a thing since 1997. So like COPPA's been a thing forever. The only reason that this is happening now is because YouTube fucked up so bad by lying, like flat out lying about tracking and curating information on kids on the platform. They got caught red-handed, and now because of their catastrophic fuck up based entirely on targeting ads at kids, because Google doesn't have enough fucking money. Like, I get it, YouTube is like hemorrhaging money for Google. I get it, but shit like this is why. You know, and it's like
now it's hemorrhaging users too.
So to anyone, hold on a minute. To anyone that wants to say, don't be mad at YouTube, be mad at the FTC. No, fuck YouTube. Fuck the FTC, because the rules that they're putting down are fucking archaic and evil.
Yeah, the FTC's full of shit. Needs to be.
But
fuck it. Don't even reform the FTC. Yeah. Just start anew. Like nuke it from orbit and start anew.
This situation that we find ourselves in.
The FTC can have radio and television. Stay the fuck out of the internet.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. No.
If you want to regulate the internet at all, you better go through people on the internet to do it, because fuck you, the internet finds a way.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to say on that is that I appreciate what the FTC does. They're boomering the fuck out of these updates that they're making to COPPA, specifically in terms of YouTube. But the situation that we're in right now is because of YouTube. It is not because of the FTC. The FTC's hand was forced because YouTube was so arrogant as to think, we'll get away with it. These fucking boomers don't know what they're doing. These Silicon Valley idiots thought they could get away with it. You cannot cheat the government.
It's not that they thought they could get away with it. It's that they thought they were above the law.
Yeah.
Because they're above the law when it comes to the Constitution, too. Oh, you want free speech? Yeah. Too bad. Private company.
Yeah. Yeah, but there was also like a couple months before any of this happened. So, like a few months ago, there were leaders at the FTC just saying, yeah, if the government wants to get money, we'll just go after YouTube. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Literally said that.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. Like, they couldn't have got a worse spokesperson. I know that the point of putting that guy up there was to put the fear of God in the content creators. You know, to like make this like, no, this is fucking serious. We will destroy you if you fuck this up. I get that. That's through forced compliance. But you're not, like, you are literally scaring people off the platform.
Everyone's just going to other platforms now.
And how the rules are written, technically, even just my avatar being on the screen, how the rules are written, because they're so vague,
Yeah.
just my avatar being on the screen counts it as targeted towards kids because it's a cartoon image.
Yeah, my avatar right now is a cartoon depiction of an undead demon who is literally a drug addicted prostitute and porn star who we think might be male. There's the fucking jury's still out on the gender of this character. Not at all appropriate for children, but it's a pink fluffy cartoon character, so you know.
Oh, and Larry, we can totally chill on Twitch for now because Twitch, as far as I've been seeing, like they have some issues where they maybe wrongfully suspend or ban some people.
Yeah,
They tend to go back on that when they're called out for it, and it's for like a valid terms of service reason.
Yeah, that's
But
the thing.
there's some fucky political stuff that goes on there, and I'm not worried about us on Twitch. Like we could play copyrighted music here on Twitch. Twitch doesn't give a fuck as long as we're providing commentary and not just playing the music.
Yeah, all they're gonna do is like if we uploaded VODs to Twitch, they would mute that part of the stream. That's it. You know, we have so much more freedom here, and like Twitch is far from perfect too, you know. But I don't I just get so mad when people like don't like. Yes, I know the FTC look super villains right now, but they're doing their job, and they're being overbearing because YouTube thought they could get away with the disgusting shit they were doing, and they have to make an example. They have to make a YouTube terrifying example out of YouTube.
Yeah, because
Google thought that they were too big.
YouTube video over and over and over again.
Yeah. Google thought that they were too big to be, stepped on like this, and now the FTC is going to stomp on their neck to make an example of them. Look, even Google, the biggest, thing on the internet next to Amazon, is not immune. You will be destroyed. We will, we will find you. We will come after you.
But I know Twitch doesn't give too many fucks because, like, I'm even doing this episode right now in blackface in celebration of Black Friday. So,
no. As we know, Black Friday is a well-known civil rights holiday. That's why it's called Black Friday. Because Rosa Parks was shot during her speech on a Friday.
Well, no, I thought it was because after Thanksgiving they always had the slaves half off.
I'll have to Google that one.
No, it's a joke, Eddie. It's something some SJW said on Twitter that was completely inaccurate.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I thought you were just making a really weak, edgy joke. I didn't realize.
No. That was something that an actual person on Twitter said and believed.
Wow.
I don't know where they got it from, but
no, probably like the dumbest. Like, again, I always feel like I have to preface what an SJW is to me when I say SJW. An SJW, in my opinion, I don't like using it to just be people on the left that I disagree with. No, it's people who are insane and ignore facts and logic because it doesn't fit their narrative.
Yeah, it has to do with the ideology more than anything else.
Yeah. If you're an insane ideologue, then I consider you an SJW. Specifically with like left-leaning, insane, like ideas. But the dumbest thing I've ever seen that was like quote unquote like SJW cringe or whatever on Twitter was when I had my original Twitter account before I got yeeted for saying the R word too many times. Someone made a whole like a twit longer or whatever it was, a series of like 18 tweets where they went on a rant about
a Twitter thread.
Maybe I don't know. About Vladimir Putin's involvement in communist Russia or whatever during like the Soviet Union days, and didn't realize that they were talking about Lenin and got the names mixed up. And when someone called them out on it, instead of like re-uploading it with like the error or whatever, they just deleted the whole thing. And then when people were like posting screenshots of it, they were just like, like my point still stands. It's like you can't.
Yeah, but you're talking about the wrong person, so
You
get your
can't-
fucking shit straight.
You can't pretend to know what you're talking about when you don't know the difference between Lenin and Putin.
Yeah, and nobody would have gone after you that hard if you were like, "Oh shit, sorry, I mixed up the names. That's my bad. I was talking about the wrong person."
Yeah, like even if I did something that embarrassing, I would be like, my bad. Delete, copy, paste all the text, delete the tweets, and then re-upload them with the right name.
Yeah.
Come on.
But keep one tweet there, like, "Hey, sorry, I did this thread earlier. I used the wrong name.
Yeah.
Re-uploading with the correct name."
Yeah.
And nobody would have given a shit. People would have been like, "Okay, thanks for the update." That would have been the extent of it.
Yeah, I would have posted a screenshot of the first fuck up, and I would have been like, "Oh fuck, my bad, I'm a retard." Well, not retard because then I get banned. But update. Yeah. By the way, I forgot to mention it last week. I don't think we updated the people on the stream. That doxing douchebag finally got yeeted off Twitter.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. Well, they took. I don't know why, but they took my report seriously.
Yeah, they fucking ignored.
It's because I'm a male and I'm white.
I'm also male and white.
Twitter is racist. Yeah, but you're gay, so.
So that invalidates the other two?
Yeah.
Tell that to the Tumblr LGBT community because they excommunicated me because I have too much privilege. Even though I'm a gay white male, I'm still a white male, so I have too much privilege to be LGBT. According to crazy
your
people
name is also your name is also gay idiot something on Twitter, so they might take that into account.
Yep, gay idiot 27 megahertz.
Yeah, they might think you're too straight and you're trying to shit on the gays.
Yeah.
Which I mean, technically you kind of are, but
I'm still mad that Twitch made me change my name. When I first started watching the Saints, my name was Gay Idiot Official.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah. And I got I got an email from Twitch being like, someone reported your name as offensive. So I'm like, what? The only time you can ever really like see my name is when I type in chat. At the time I had never streamed in my life. So it was someone that came into the Saints chat and saw my name and reported me. So whoever you are, fuck you. Yeah, that was an awesome username. Fuck off.
You lost that at the time when Jeff was in trouble and the chat was getting raided constantly.
Yeah, that's true. It was probably some member of like a raiding mob.
Just trying to get as many people in trouble as possible.
Yeah. I also got back in the early 2010s, for anyone that plays racing games on the Xbox, I got banned off of the Forza Motorsport storefront. You can design stickers and like paint jobs for cars, and there were all these LGBT stickers on there. So I was like, cool, I'm gonna make one because like I like drifting. I like drifting and like rap stuff. So I made stickers that were the gay pride flag, and they said drifting is gay, WRC is gay, like autocross is gay. To be like, hey, we're gay and we're into motorsports, And they all got taken down, and I got a month ban from the storefront. And like, you can like plead your case on the forums, on support forums. So I went to ForzaMotorsport.net and I went on the support forum and I was like, yo, I made these like gay pride stickers, and they were like, yeah, they're offensive. They're making fun of gay people. I'm like, I'm gay! And they're like,
yeah,
no, it's, it doesn't matter. It's offensive.
Oh, I do have to address this. Yeah, pretty much. Of course, Jay Leno is gay. You think some guy that can suck a dick and give somebody anal with a chin like that is going to be straight? No. Okay, never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody else like that. Oof.
That's because it was fucking lame.
Yeah.
Anywho,
were we doing a show?
Let's talk about the only sperm bank that Sophane can donate to. HIV positive sperm bank opens in New Zealand.
Cool beans.
Like I can't even.
Uh,
I can't think of a quip because that's just like what and why. Is this gonna be like so like Tumblr had a trolling thing going on where it was like rabies pride, people with rabies or like people that wanted to get rabies. And like
it's for women. I'm just out on a whim here, and I'm just guessing why they're doing it. It's for women that are already HIV positive,
Who want
so
to
that
have an
doesn't matter too
HIV
much.
positive
And
baby?
yeah, of course. Why not? Well, no. Okay, so 3 HIV positive men have already signed up to donate, all of whom have an undetectable viral load.
Did they do that intentionally?
Gee, I wonder. This means virus levels in their blood are so low that HIV cannot be transmitted through sex or childbirth. There we go. They're just providing options. That's all that sounds like.
Great story.
I only wanted to do this article at this point in the show just to make that one Sophane joke. But Sperm Positive was launched by 3 charities ahead of World AIDS Day on 1st of December. Body Positive and New Zealand AIDS Foundation and Positive Women Inc. hope the project will educate the public about transmission of HIV and reduce stigma for those who have the illness. Okay.
Well, I'm not single, so I can say this. You know, if I was single, I'd do that. But I'm not, so I won't. And the fact that I'm not single means it don't matter. You can't prove either way.
Plus, the odds of a straight man getting HIV is absolutely ridiculously low.
What are you trying to say?
Statistically. I'm saying it's grids. I'm kidding.
Well, I'm not hooking up with Griggs, so I think I'm in the clear.
I said grids.
Oh, dear Lord! Wow.
Yeah, old school. I know some history, Addie. Jeez.
Oh my God.
Magic Johnson's AIDS were cured. It just so happens that the cure was so horribly expensive or so horribly dangerous that they don't want to risk anyone else.
Well, no, Magic Johnson never even had AIDS to begin with. What happened was, like, the AIDS epidemic was so huge that they needed a spokesperson for it, and he was like a really popular person at the time. So he was actually contracted to say that he had AIDS in order to raise awareness for it. Because if a big celebrity like him had it, then people would donate more money towards the research for it.
Okay, calm down, Alex Jones.
Sorry, just a conspiracy theory I ran across a couple weeks ago.
Which is really stupid because Queen, oh shit, I can't remember his
Freddie
name.
Mercury.
Yeah, Freddie Mercury. He had AIDS, and they could have gotten a bunch of shit for him. He was the first publicly acceptable gay dude.
Yeah. Of course he was.
Because he's fucking Freddie Mercury.
Here's the thing, though. Freddie Mercury wasn't gay.
He was like a pansexual bamboozler.
He'd fuck whatever had legs.
Well, here's the thing. He said specifically in an interview once, there's audio of him saying this, that he was physically attracted to men, but emotionally attracted to women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he and his wife, like, never divorced because he still loved her. Like, even though they weren't together anymore, he still had love for her. Like even when he was with his final partner, yeah, like he would always say that like he could never connect with a man on the same way that he could with a woman, but he was not sexually attracted. He was sexually attracted to women, but much like me, he doesn't really want to have sex with women.
This is the non sequitur episode.
Yes.
Yeah. We kind of did Jabel's idea of fuck whatever the format was for tonight.
Oh no, I'm still railing on Sophane still as much as I can, even though he has AIDS. Addie,
What?
would you mind taking this this next one? I just posted a link in the chat because everything's going to shit. It's just a bunch of buckets of shit. So.
Oh,
Hopefully Rimshee catches on what I'm
Yep.
getting at.
I don't like this.
Read it. I'll transfer as you start reading. The pain and anguish.
Toronto police report third incident of man throwing bucket of feces. For anyone who thinks this might be a joke, it's not, police constable warns.
Oh, this is totally a joke.
That's a weird name. Imagine being born and your name is police constable and you become a police constable.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right.
Well, no, you're. It's destiny.
No, Destiny was that guy that said a bunch of racist shit on Twitch.
Oh wait, no, I thought Destiny was that guy that Jesse Lee Peterson kept asking, "Do you like black people? Do you love black people?
Do you like black people?
Do you love black people?"
Toronto police have released a new security camera image of the suspect in the assault. The suspect is described as black.
That's it.
A man allegedly assaulting strangers by throwing buckets of feces on them has struck for a third time, Toronto police said Tuesday as they appealed for public help in the case. Constable Allison Douglas Cook said the three incidents, which took place between Friday afternoon and late Monday night, all appear to have been carried out by the same suspect striking random targets. It's so bizarre, Douglas Cook said in a telephone interview. You can imagine the questions, and we're just as confused as everyone, and just as determined to try to put an end to this, because it's just absolutely horrible and disgusting and confusing.
You know, the only question I have on this is, did he just get a few buckets and spend a couple weeks shitting into those buckets and mix it with water and then called it good, or did he get a bunch of his friends together to sit on buckets and shit in them, and then he saved it and let it ferment?
To be fair, we don't know how big the buckets are. They could be very small buckets, like a pail, essentially.
Well, he's attacked at least 3 times. I'm assuming he's got at least 4 more weeks worth of shit in buckets.
Maybe he eats a lot of Chipotle.
He must be hiding it somewhere like airtight, because like it wouldn't be too hard to find buckets of shit. Like that would smell fucking to amass that much would take time, and you would be able to smell it within a pretty decent radius.
Oh no, Larry, not Jankum. Let's not bring that.
No.
I feel like people would notice though, Bar. I mean, granted though, this dude is wearing what looks like a septic worker's like uniform. He's got like a blue jumpsuit. So like, yeah, if he was emptying out like people probably wouldn't like look twice.
And then he just stops off at home in the middle of the woods and fills up his buckets and then heads back to back to work and is like, "Yeah, it was all empty."
Yeah. Well, maybe he goes to a lot of music festivals and just harvests there.
I hate this article.
I've been to a music festival. I've seen one of those fucking porta potties filled.
Yeah, you haven't seen a nasty ass porta shitter until you've been on a construction job site.
Or music music festivals are worse because when people come down off heroin and other opiates and shit like that, it's just evacuation time. It's fucking nasty.
Yeah, but how often do they make it into the toilet?
More often than you think.
Exactly.
Well,
I have literally
wait, do you
seen.
mean like?
I have
Wait,
literally.
do you wait? Time out. I need a clarifying question, real quick. Do you mean into the toilet itself or into the porta shitter itself?
The toilet itself, the blue water.
Oh no, not often at all. It starts spraying out before they even pull down their pants.
Yeah.
I'm
So
just a
maybe
little
they're about the
guy.
same then.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but I have seen turds stuck to the roof of a porta shitter before.
That's just good old friendly jackass fun.
Like, I don't know why, but on construction sites, some of these assholes have a they absolutely enjoy just sitting there and being like, "Oh, I'm gonna wipe my ass and stick it on the urinal," or "I'm just gonna drop my deuce right here in the urinal part," or "I'm gonna wipe it all along the walls and gross out everyone else who walks in here, and then I'm gonna wash my hands, maybe." And that's
Just
just the
rub some
people
dirt in
who
it. You're fine.
at least those people go to the restroom. I have been on way too many job sites where I've been walking through the building or I've been in a section of the building doing my work and I see a fucking water bottle full of urine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
People are fucking gross.
I really want to be off this.
Yeah, it's a union job. So, Addie, are you interested in this other article that I just posted?
Like, no joke. Like, this is the only thing that like makes me want to vomit. Is like okay, so like I grew up on trauma movies and shit. I love the Toxic Avenger. I love like Class of Nukem High, Sergeant Kabuki Man. But in every one of those movies, I know exactly when scene I don't want to watch is coming up, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom or I'm gonna go watch my beer, and I don't come back until I know the scene is over. And when I was out in LA, I used to watch like every weekend. My friend Bruno and I would do like movie nights with all our friends, and we would watch trauma movies. And he knew this, and he knew that I knew how long the scenes were when they ended. And I'd be like, I'm just gonna go conveniently get another beer. And I would walk back in after what I thought was the time allotted to find out those motherfuckers had paused it.
Well, of course, they don't want you to miss the movie. It's movie night.
Yeah. Wouldn't want you to miss it. You might miss some riveting context, Addy.
You just missed a guy shitting his pants so hard, it's important for the progression of the movie.
Oh my god, the opening scene.
To be honest, Addie,
the opening.
I'll definitely pause the movie.
I would too. You kidding?
The opening 10 minutes of Class of Nukem High is one of the most disgusting, depraved things ever committed to film, short of like an actual snuff film. But I absolutely
I don't
love.
remember the beginning of that movie.
Basically, like a gang comes into like a high school classroom. And by the way, it's trauma, so they're not high school age people. They're pretending to be high school students, but they're all in like their 30s and 40s. And a gang of like diaper wearing like feces like fetishists assaults a classroom with shitty diapers and there's like blood and gore and murder and shit getting smeared in people's faces. It's oh god. But it's a great movie, trust me.
So, in other words, don't go to Toronto because you can end up with shit-covered bodies all in your body.
Mickey, this is a one-off for another. Thanks for re-upping your subscription earlier. And
we won't be seeing Mickey next month. I just made sure of that.
Mistakes were made. If you're not asking that question, we're not providing you the entertainment we set out to.
I also love like this is part of the Addie experience. Addie, I don't want to talk about this subject anymore. It makes me uncomfortable. Proceeds to talk about it for another 20 minutes.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Addie, to make up for having you even read any sort of that last article, I posted another one there that you might actually find more interest in.
That's fine. Let's see.
Yeah.
You.
So let's move on from the shit.
Okay. John.
I saved this one just for you. I just forgot that it was next in line. I was like, fuck it. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, let's see. So, judge says woman arrested in CIA trespass looking for Agent Penis later went to Obama home. All right.
I like Larry. They make good shit here, Mickey.
Yeah. Thanks, Larry.
Sorry for the long pauses in between, by the way. My speech impediment makes it hard for me to start. And then Rimshee opened his fat fucking mouth and interrupted me. So.
Fuck you, too. I'm fucking tongue-tied, bitch. I know speech impediments, bitch.
At least you can get started, asshole.
Yeah, I can finish, too.
Well, not if you're tongue-tied.
It's the middle I have issues with.
I made it easy for him. The woman who allegedly trespassed 3 days in a row at the CIA headquarters and requested to speak with Agent Penis recently showed up at the home of former President Barack Obama, according to a federal judge in Alexandria, Virginia. During a status hearing, U.S. District Court Judge John Anderson said he had been informed that Jennifer G. Hernandez, 58, of North Carolina, who is charged with trespassing at an agency installation without authorization for repeatedly visiting the CIA in May, later showed up at Obama's D.C. area home despite the court's order to stay away from all government-related facilities. She had been released before the trial. Okay, well, that answers a question I had. If you're not the president anymore, is your home considered government-related? I guess it does. I guess it would, because the Secret Service...
You're still protected by the government for life.
Yeah. So, yeah, there would be...
well, think about
there
all
would be
the
federal employees on site. So yeah.
Think about all the secrets you have stored in your head after you leave office.
Yeah.
Wait, but quick question.
Well, no,
they was banned from the post office.
Oh!
The post office, or DSS, yeah. Wow. Okay.
Oh my.
Lost my place here. Okay. Hernandez's federal public defender Whitney Minter. I almost said Whitney Winter.
Yeah.
I don't like that name. Oh, I hate that name. Said she? Hernandez's federal. There's too many commas. Hernandez's public defender, comma, Whitney Minter, comma, said she, comma, prosecutors and probation officials are trying to find a way to resolve the case without trial, comma, but said she was considering a plea of not guilty by reason of insanity, comma, period. No, it's good.
Sounds like a drunk tweet of mine.
Anderson told Hernandez, "You have to meet people halfway and obeying court orders that could prevent a criminal prosecution in favor of getting mental health treatment." We're trying to help you, not punish you, Anderson told Hernandez. The restraint the government is showing is unusual and appreciated, and not seeking to revoke her release before trial. Outside the courtroom, Minter and prosecutor William Reed declined to elaborate on Hernandez's behavior as she awaits trial. Anderson said prosecutors and the defense want to get you Hernandez to a safer place and to get you the help you need. I am so tired, and this is it might not even be structured badly. I'm just having a hard time reading it, so I apologize. When asked if she wanted to say anything, Hernandez said she had been through a lot of turmoil, that a family member had been trying to kill her since she was 36, and referred to unlikely threats. She acknowledged being at the Obama home. I won't go back there, Hernandez told the judge. Tell me what to do and I will abide by the law. Anderson, stern but kind tone. You shouldn't be going to places like the CIA and the Obama's house. You have to fight the callings and you just can't go back there. We all want to get this resolved in a non-judicial way, Anderson said in granting a continuance for a February 11th court hearing. Please, the judge implored. That didn't answer any of the questions I had. Like, where did Agent Penis come from? Like, what was the catalyst of her wanting to find Agent? Did she fall for like a 4chan meme? Or did she dream it up? Or yeah, I'm with Larry. Who is Agent Penis? Like, I want to know.
I am now admin penis.
Bar says that's classified, Addy.
You don't have dick clearance for that.
Oh my god.
And I think this next one was
Anyways.
one you wanted to cover, Jables. Like it was your absolute must hit.
Yeah. Oh, this is another one that I wanted Addy to go over, but whatever. I'll do it. Doctor saves traveler's life by sucking urine from man's bladder during mid-flight emergency.
No, this is one for like if we had Jeff on the show.
Yeah.
We would make Jeff read this one.
A Chinese doctor had to think on his feet when a passenger on his flight suffered a medical emergency. Zhang Hong, a surgeon from the first affiliated hospital of Jinan University in Guangzhou, saved an elderly man's life by sucking urine from the traveler's blocked bladder during a medical emergency. South China Morning Post reported Thursday, citing local sources. The doctor, who was flying from Guangzhou to New York on China's Southern Airlines Flight 399, was still 6 hours away from his destination when he sprung into action. The ill passenger was sweating and had a swollen belly, Zhang said. The man's family had also informed cabin crew that the traveler was previously diagnosed with an enlarged prostate, which Zhang suspected was causing the blockage. According to China News. He's going into shock and may have suffered a risk to his life if we didn't tend to him urgently, the doctor was quoted saying.
Is that your really terrible racist Asian joke?
It's not racist enough.
No. I'm trying to be subtle. Shane Gillis just got in trouble like 2 months ago.
I heard neither a Ching Chong nor a Bing Bong.
No, I shucky, I clear better.
Yeah.
No. God damn it, Larry.
Guys, you should go to some local live comedy shows because Asian jokes are in right now because of the Shane Gillis shit. It's fucking hilarious. Anyways, flight attendants set up blankets on the area towards the back of the plane for the passenger. Meanwhile, Zhang and another physician on board, Zhao Zheijing, from Hainan Provincial People's Hospital in Haikou, reportedly fashioned a makeshift catheter out of plastic tubing from an oxygen mask Straws from milk cartons, tape, and a syringe from the aircraft's medical kit. What is this, fucking MacGyver?
Yep.
You're
It's
on an
Asian
airplane.
MacGyver.
Yeah.
You've only got so much at
I
your
am
disposal.
Asian MacGyver.
We're not good people, are we?
Never, ever, ever.
Larry, Wang
Claim
is
to
totally
be.
willing to come back on Saints. He's fine. Wang actually doesn't really give a shit about the Asian jokes.
Yeah. Also, if you've heard any of Jeff's stories from this most recent VidCon, Wang was all up Jeff's ass. Like he was like super stoked about like seeing Jeff, and like he was asking Jeff questions on like how to dodge controversy because of the whole doc server thing. How Jeff just kind of shrugged it off. So like yeah, no, I think Wang would be, again quick, but yeah.
Well, I love how Jeff got hit with some of that flack, but was able to shrug it off. Meanwhile, Nick didn't even get touched.
Hmm. That's the
Well, no, Nick got some shit because he backed up Jeff, and that's why Nick has a policy of whenever drama happens around you, ignore it.
Yep. Yep.
However, I want some drama to happen around me. I'm looking at you, Sophane, you fucking piece of shit with your spiky fucking glasses and your stupid ass beanie.
Don't worry, Sofan, I'll hold him.
And your boomer scruff.
Your fucking boomer shit. No. Okay, so Sophane forgot to unmute the video that they were playing for 10 fucking minutes, and neither of them bothered to look at the chat for 10 fucking minutes.
Sounds like boomers.
Yeah, the only reason why they found out that it was all muted after everybody in the chat was trying to tell them, and people were hitting them up on Twitter and everything like that, is because Pat's wife called them and said, "Hey, you fucking idiots! Nobody can hear the video you're playing. Look at your fucking chat."
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways.
Keep going.
However, the needle on the device was too small to drain the urine. After experiencing difficulties in easing the pressure in the passenger's bladder, Zhang stepped up to suck out the urine himself. The doctor then spent 37 minutes draining approximately 800 milliliters of urine from the man's blocked bladder. Footage of the life-saving... Oh, there's footage? Of the life-saving act also showed Zhang spitting into an empty wine bottle as he siphoned the urine using his mouth. It was an emergency situation. I couldn't figure out another way, Zhang was quoted saying. According to South China Morning Post, the passenger was told to lay down for another half hour after the procedure. He was reportedly examined by another physician upon landing. Oh, there's footage of this.
Yeah.
It's only like 30 seconds long. Here, let me
You can't do shit, and I've already blocked it because it was just showing up as black screen.
Okay.
It was being fucking stupid.
Oh, he's just sucking from a tube. You don't see anything.
Yeah, but
It
it
doesn't
was
look like he's
only
giving him a
showing me
blowjob or
black
anything.
screen is what I'm saying. It was only showing me black screen, so I couldn't even
okay.
tell either way. But like,
for everybody in the chat, I'm just gonna There you go. Oh, that's fun. Sucking piss directly from a bladder. I wonder if it's any different than taking it from the dick.
well, I got a question for you, Eddie. Would you rather have urine in your mouth or shit on your head? Silence.
No, Addie just straight up left. Damn, I think you pushed her. I think you pushed him too far.
I'm gonna run off and vomit now.
Oh man.
All right, shall we move on to the next article?
I don't. Are we talking about gravy?
Yeah, let's talk about gravy.
Yeah, Thanksgiving did just happen. You go for it.
The dyed KFC
Although
gravy
I'm more
teas.
I'm more likely to wear tie-dye than you are. But.
I wear tie-dye every so often. Oh, hell yeah! We've been slaving away in the Kentucky for Kentucky chicken, and we're back with another deliciously dripping, and savory state pride and Thanksgiving vibes. What the fuck was that sentence? Oh. Sop up some KFC gravy teas, y'all! What the fuck is this shit? Give thanks for your blessings like the freak that you... This is an ad! This is a fucking ad, but look at this fucking shirt. They just dyed it in fucking gravy.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we should just jump over to the lunch ladies.
I had to pee really bad, and the comedic timing was too perfect for me to not.
Let's just go on to 69.
I can't blame you for that.
Yeah. 69% of high schoolers say they feel soothed when lunch ladies call them sugar or baby. Imagine you're next in line for lunch after having been called gay for wearing your favorite fedora. You look up to see Monique, your school's lunch lady. She greets you with a big smile and says, "You okay, baby? I put a few extra nuggets on your tray here for you, sugar." Her voice is like audible chocolate, and every ounce of stress leaves your body.
How do you know that's what her voice was like, Rimshee?
I'm basing it on this
Black
fucking
Fridays.
picture.
You're just getting into the spirit of Black Friday. I get it.
I'm basing it on the image they have.
On Black Friday, we're all black.
I am black. Shut up. I'm more black than fucking Talcum X.
I forget his real name because Talcum X is way too good.
It's Sean King.
Okay.
Like, I showed a picture of him to my cousin the other day. Actually, yesterday at Thanksgiving, and he's like, "Who the fuck is that?" He's quote unquote black guy called Sean King, and he's like, that dude's not black.
Yeah.
Anyway, today is going to be a good day. You also decide to leave your hat off too, not because they called you gay. You just don't care to wear it now. You're allowed to change up your style. What the fuck? You decide that not the atmosphere of toxic masculinity that fogs up the hallway or the locker room. We surveyed 420. Okay, this has got to be satire.
Are you just catching on?
Oh, just wait. It gets better.
We surveyed 420 students at Ellis High School and found that nearly 3/4 of those students enjoyed the cafeteria staff that fed them daily during their lunch breaks. One of our lunch ladies also works at the Waffle House up the road. I always see her smoking outside. A little rule I live by. If your server isn't outside smoking before they make your food, it's not gonna be as good. It's never led me astray. We couldn't agree more with Chad. We want to let the cafeteria women know that the students how the students felt. Monique Williams has been at Ellis for 10 years and was extremely vocal about her relationship with them. They really are good kids, most of them. This one time I heard a student called gay for wearing a fedora in my lunch line, but a group of athletes I wasn't mad at. By a group of athletes, I wasn't mad at them though. Low key, that hat was was gay as hell. I ended up giving him a few extra nuggets because I felt bad for him. I'm always nice to the quiet white boys anymore because you never know when they finna snap.
You're terrible at that voice. You're so fucking bad.
As
Just think about a Popeyes commercial. For fuck's sake. Sorry.
Don't ask questions I don't have answers to. Oh, it's fair to say that lunch is everyone's favorite time of the day, and wearing a fedora unironically is basically begging everyone to question your sexuality. Let's get a shot in at the fedora tippers while we're at it.
Bar, what are you talking about, Jay Okerson read in that bit? That was all natural off the top of the dome. Get the fuck out of here. I haven't listened to the Bonfire or Legion of Skanks all day today.
Man, this next article's
okay, never mind. Well, oh shit! God damn it! I've been had again. Second time this night that the chat's gotten me. All right, fuck you, bud.
Are you dead yet? Do you want to be dead?
Oh.
I suggest you to say no to death. Death is bad for your health.
Death is part of your health.
It is bad for your health. It's a natural part of life, but it's bad for your health to die. It actually is medically proven to be bad for your health.
I don't know.
Dying does a hell of a lot of shit on your body.
I read in a Facebook group that I was hoping someone would cut me off.
Yeah, who's gonna cut you off?
I would say
I'm so fucking tired. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, Nick's already started the late night Saints.
Yeah.
Stream, so it's time. It's about that time.
Yeah, it's just about there. I'm taking care of some stuff because I have to.
And I hope all of you tweet at Sofane and say, "Hey, how come these millennials can get it right, and you can't, you fucking boomer? You've been doing this a lot longer than them." And I hope that you also yell at them for streaming during our time slot. And I also hope that you yell, "Go light on Phat. I like him." Really digging it, Sophie. He did a whole stream where he said he was the king of Twitter because he had one tweet go viral. And when I pulled up his analytics, the amount of interactions and like followers that he gained from it, I gave him shit about that. And then he pulled up how many followers I had on Twitter, and I was like, "I post once a week, you fucking douche." So yeah, Sofane's really getting on my nerves lately. Yeah.
And it'll happen.
Have a good night. We'll be back. Yeah, we'll be back next week at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Enjoy the late night Saints. I'll see you in the chat. Make sure to join the Discord in the waiting room. Blah, 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 blah.
I gotta go spend time with the in-laws, so I'm stuck doing that. But we'll talk to you next week. Raid time.
Yeah.